thing, actually.
It is. See, every time RaceBot, like, they ready up, and then RaceBot's like, it's going to start. The commentators are like, oh my god, yes, they're starting.
It's starting,
and then they realize, oh, but there's like 20 seconds before we see them actually start. So now there's like,
yeah, well,
there's this awkward, well, they're soon, pretty soon. I'm pretty sure.
Myth did not finish the Let's Learn yet. It's highly anticipated. People want to see it.
Yeah, a couple people have. I'm glad that people enjoyed it. We're saving it for when we need some content in between races, and also just an availability thing.
All right, well, okay, guys, saying the right thing, saying the truth. Diagonal movement can cost minutes. That's just a fact. Also, bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have bombs as the first chest in the game. We're gonna mark them.
That's neat. Bombs important early on. There is a cracked wall in the escape. And usually you're trying to kill enemies along the way to get bombs to blow that open, because it's a little bit of a hassle to come back. You need, is it gloves to push the thing?
Oh, wait, for what? Oh, you need a glove to lift a rock in front of the graves.
Right.
Which effectively means you need gloves.
Yeah, so you don't want to have to be gated from 3 items, so you want those bombs. But they already got them, so maybe not a big emphasis on killing enemies. Maybe they want a couple more bombs. There's a lot of bombs need to use in Kakariko. There's one for EvilAsh. He's got 4 now. First chest, just some rupees. EvilAsh
picking up magic. PHatHome picking up magic. I do like picking up at least one of those pots in case for some reason you get, say, Fire Rod. If you get Fire Rod before Ball and Chain Guard, you can one-shot him with it.
Take that.
It's a pretty good play. Saves time.
Some boss.
Yeah, right? But you never know. It's always worth having a little bit of magic just in case.
So the players are synced up, and assuming their timers started at the right time, and I think they did, we can see EvilAsh has got
several seconds already.
Yep.
Doing the old spin attack double hit. The daily double when both keys are in that room. Because there's only one chest key in Castle, and Andy, real Link to the Past runner Andy, refers to getting the double key as the daily double. Yeah.
Oh, we should have sound effects. Diesel.
A soundboard. Just have a soundboard for racing.
It would be neat. Like, I could have it for the sound effect right here. As EvilAsh is going to open this chest.
Piece of heart. Nothing special yet, but early bombs are still a very good pickup. Easily the most valuable pickup, because it means you can get the 3 chests at the end of Escape, and you also can blow up some walls in Kakariko to get extra loot.
Yeah, well, what is not a good find at this point? Like, pieces of heart, not so good. But like, even rupees, you need those.
Rupees are useful. Arrows can be useful if you get a bow early. Quarter magic is a good find. That's some value right there. Quarter magic is sick. Lamp isn't great early, but it can have use. You can't beat Desert Palace without a lamp, and possibly Tower of Hera without it. I mean, unless you get a Fire Rod, then it doesn't really matter. Ball and Chain guy, there's multiple strategies for it. There's killing him with pots, there's hitting with a pot and a few slashes, there's the old 8 slash.
Yeah, when I did my Let's Learn, I walked up there and just tried to start slashing him, and it did not work out very good, so I had to run away and grab some pots. Much more consistent to throw pots at him. So look at this lead EvilAsh has just on movement in a tiny bit of combat.
It's true. Like I said, it adds up. Like, you can see it here. Like, even in the very, very early stages, movement saves tons of time.
Like, they're 4 minutes and 10 seconds in, and he's saved like about 30 seconds, maybe more. Like, that is well, this section is very heavily movement is kind of all of what matters in this section. But still, you get an idea of like 30, 20%. I don't know what I'm trying to pull out some numbers here, and it's not working in my head. So I'm just going to say pretty obvious how much time he's saving through better movement.
EvilAsh killing some snakes. Looking for, I guess, maybe more bombs, maybe money. We don't know what the prize packs are. In the randomizer, prize packs from enemies have been swapped around, so guards might have only magic, and the snakes might have bombs only, and stuff like that. You get some goofy things.
I'm so excited about this quarter magic. I can't wait for them to get like
something that costs
fire
magic.
rod. Hell, even the ice rod, like just something just to start throwing that magic out.
I wouldn't throw around magic with ice rod, but fire rod is fun. So for those of you who don't know how much magic the fire rod costs, with a full magic bar without reductions, it's 8 shots. So a quarter magic means you get 32 fire rod shots with a full magic bar. I remember when they were testing the quarter magic functionality in the first attempt at the version where we were starting to randomize crystals and pendants, and I got early fire rate and quarter magic. I kind of went ham, like
Set Hyrule ablaze.
Just burn everything.
So a sub 6 escape for EvilAsh, pretty solid.
Solid, definitely solid.
Turned out the bombs not so great for blowing open that wall, and not just some rupee. I mean, rupees, yeah, you almost got enough to pay the merchant the 100, so not the worst.
Yeah, definitely was not exactly a very impressive escape outside of the quarter magic. EvilAsh opting to check out Lumberjacks. Let's see what the Lumberjacks have in store. Is he gonna check the tree too? He's checking the tree! There were single rupees! Yes!
That was a tier 2 pull. I assume he killed 4 enemies.
Yeah, presumably.
Lumberjack item, gonna determine whether or not Aghanim is required on the spot.
Art piece. Doesn't necessarily mean Aghanim isn't required, it just means we don't have the knowledge of the requirement just yet.
And knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power, I agree.
In the interest of knowledge, we're gonna head into the Lost Woods. A couple of places to check here.
It's hanging out with the mushroom spot. It was a red shield.
I was like, I don't even know what that is. What?
EvilAsh picking it up.
I guess.
He got himself a red shield. Or as the tracker says, the big shield.
It's bigger than the small shield. It's nowhere near as big as the mirror shield. My god, they made that shield big in this game. So PHatHome666 gonna find it. He's gonna take it too. Shield's not super useful, but like there are certain places where you're just really, really glad to have it. Like if you're under-equipped in Aghanim's tower and they're shooting arrows and spears.
Red shield's pretty significant over the regular shield because it blocks fireballs, and those fireballs from like those stupid traps, they are legit. Like they always do a full heart of damage. Being able to block those kind of helps you out a lot.
Yeah, saved my life in the blind fight. When,
yo, Bloomerang.
A powder. Nice safety item.
Mushroom.
Wow, everything.
Flippers.
All right, let's try to remember. I saw flippers. I saw powder. I saw mushroom.
You're marking PHatHome, you side.
I'm marking both eventually. I don't know. What was the first one?
We had powder. We had Bloomerang.
Bloomerang.
Flippers.
And meanwhile, he checked a 5th item that I'm sure, based off the pattern, had something amazing, and we missed it.
It sounds like Cane of Burna. Yep.
He did have something.
Cane of Brian. Alright, it's lit.
Brian. Silver arrows is the first chest.
Silver arrows. What is going on in this town? This town is lit, dude.
I like this. This is what really Because like early on, like you're kind of on rails for a little bit. There's just way too many chests in Kakariko to not go there. Maybe if you're like no bombs, no bottle, maybe you go to like Hylia. But I really like as soon as you get here, you get everything that opens up tons of other things, and that forces you to think. You got to figure out what is my best play here.
This Kakariko is lit. Absolutely lit.
And I think it's because I feel like just you saying it's lit triggered that incredible copy pasta in chat.
Oops.
I think that
I'm not taking it back.
That's fine. 100 rupees for a bomb upgrade, not that great. Lots of hearts though. This is nothing to turn your nose up at early on.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Alright, we have a look at the overworld. Crystals 2 and 3 are in Death Mountain in Eastern, and Blue Pendant was Desert. So Desert is Pendant. There is Crystal, Eastern is Crystal. Wait, I'm messing up. Help.
I'm gonna keep talking while you fix that. I'm pretty
Alright.
sure I saw the red boomerang as the library item. So that's probably going to be abandoned. And a full heart container is the race item. EvilAsh doesn't want it. I don't know. I might, as a weaker player, I might go for it. And he says I'm not. He says I'm a strong player.
I would not get the heart container myself, but I'm also a gambling man. My strategies and randomizers are I play as risky as I think I can get away with, which, giving my confidence levels, is everything.
All right.
Doesn't necessarily work out, but you know.
Whatever works for you. PHatHome showing off a pretty nifty thing here that not a lot of people do, because you're not often, in a good situation where it's a good play. But there's this this hut down here you can bomb open, and for the cost of one bomb, you can get a whole lot of bombs.
True, it's efficient. Better than spending 50 when you might need Zora. EvilAsh opting to play with only 2 bombs.
We get another look at the library item. It is indeed the red boomerang.
Red boomerang in the library. Reading books for boomerangs? It's more likely than you think.
Pretty sure they had that program at my school.
The boomerangs in your library?
Yeah, the books for boomerangs after school club.
I like the bloomer, personally.
It's got some uses.
It's got some uses. Then again, when you play NMG, it's the only boomerang you're gonna have probably, and also you use it a lot. Nice, you can have this trash. Alright, we got us a heart container.
EvilAsh is well ahead on his trip to Moldorm Cave. He's in there. We're gonna see what he gets here.
Heart container. Heart piece. Bombs. More heart piece. And a shovel.
I was hoping for another heart container to make it symmetrical.
Probably to dig up more hearts. The seed is giving very many hearts. It's already 7 hearts, and it's only 12 minutes in. 13 minutes at this point.
Yeah, they've picked up at least 2 heart pieces, maybe 3. So they're pretty close to that 8th heart. Feeling healthy, EvilAsh is going to head over past the bush, which means he's going to be checking this ice rod cave. I've heard people debate whether or not the ice rod cave is worth it. You got to go pretty far. There's a lot of scary enemies. These crabs do a lot of damage. 2 hearts.
2 hearts. I don't know why those crabs are so dangerous, but they are.
It's really weird that they do that much damage, but they do.
I like that pun. If the shovel digs up the bow, does that make it a Fletch quest?
Fletch quest, top tier pun.
I like it.
This has always been a pro pun channel.
Alright, Ice Rod Cave yielding only a red rupee. Now, are we going to see the most infamous strategy of all? The fake real flippers? No, he's actually using his regular flippers.
Oh, they have the flippers. See, I always forget these things. Thank you so much for being here.
I saw the flippers. I think in the showcase race, that they were showing off the randomizer between Andy and Christos, I think Andy did the fake real flippers.
Wow, if even he can mess that up and he's playing the game, then maybe I'm okay. Swimming past the island. Huh.
Mirror shield.
Not really a priority when you've already got the red shield. Mirror shield will help you with mimics, and that's kind of it. Most
Mimics and Annihilates internal.
Yeah. Looks cool though.
It does look cool, but you can't see Link's adorable face. How will you know he has pink hair?
That's true. I think this is important. We should point out, maybe you haven't noticed. Nice!
The lamp can help him see in the dankness.
Yeah, under the bridge. It's dark there. That's why that fire's there going all the time. Hopefully he didn't need the lantern to light that fire. Hopefully he's figured that part out.
Fat homie's going towards the lamp.
That's good. No book yet, and no flute mirror shenanigans or anything to do backdoor to Desert Palace. But when they do get that book, that lantern's going to be pretty good in helping them complete that dungeon.
All right, let's see what we're digging. The lamp is in fact lit. There's a hammer. Who would bury a hammer? Why would they do that?
They must have dropped it. They just.
Oh wow. Who would do that?
I don't know. I don't know who would bring a hammer to a meadow.
Now, early game hammer is pretty darn sweet. It can't really open anything yet until you get like Moon Pearl and gloves or mirror or anything, but hammer does tempered sword damage, which is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, going into this whirlpool is EvilAsh.
That homie does not have the hammer yet. I don't. Have I marked it the wrong side?
No, I messed it up. I'm just assuming. I'm just like, yeah, well, this race is a good race. Close. Okay. Heading to the witch is what EvilAsh is doing.
Dropping his mushroom off. Let's see what he gets. It kind of did move all the items. You're right. It does say that in the intro. But who would do that? We got bombs. We traded in a mushroom for bombs. Why does the witch have explosives? She brews explosives with a mushroom. How does she do that?
Clearly, you don't know you're a fun guy.
Tabletop arena, speaking the truth. Hammer and powder does open magic bat.
How weird would it be if, like, that was the next progression item? I mean, it's in the dark world, so there's a little problem there.
It's not dark world, it's late world.
Holy crap, you're right.
Magic bat is late world, which means then they can visit it because
they can go there.
If that's what the progression item is, this is exactly the seed I want to see. This is my kind of seed. So, like, that's not even a play that I would notice. I don't think I would notice that play immediately, and I'm usually pretty good about covering my bases.
Yeah, and then you pointed it out, and I still thought it wasn't a play.
Alright, Sarsaparilla's house has a bottle and a flute. Oh boy.
That's something.
I got a bottle with a bug in it. I can't find it on the...
Yeah, there's no bug. You gotta empty your fairy. I don't know. Take your pick.
Where's the bottle? Oh, there it is. It's empty.
EvilAsh.
It will be emptied at some point.
Yeah. That bee will be released. And then we can spam the not the bees emote. Not interested in Eastern Palace is EvilAsh. Doesn't have the bow, doesn't want to take a gamble that something he needs is there before the bow, wants to clean it out in one sweep, so he's got a lot of other options. He's gonna go check some of those out first.
I mean, Flute gives him pretty quick access back there anyway if he needs to go. He's doing what I would do probably and activate the flute. And he's also probably going to visit Kid as well, as chat suggesting.
Yep, that's another thing, the bottle.
Oh yeah, Fat Homie dug up the hammers.
He did. He sure did. So activating the flute. Like you said, there's probably pretty few situations where you get an early-ish flute and the play is anything but go activate it.
Mirror on the Lake Hylia ledge in Zora's River. He can't visit King Zora yet, but he is going to get an early mirror for his adventure.
That is an interesting gamble that has paid off here. This is really out of the way, so whenever you come here, you generally want to be able to do both the ledge and King Zora, unless the game kind of forces you to do one or the other. And with this mirror being a key item, it's potential that is the case.
We're seeing Magic Bat.
He's figured it out.
EvilAsh not missing a beat. He's knows this is one of his only plays left. I mean, he can go to Death Mountain and check up there too.
That's true. There's a couple options up there. And when you have the mirror, there's another option up there.
He's got red mail.
Well,
Better
that's
than
not
nothing.
bad. That's not bad to have.
That bat had some pretty good shirt. Really good shirt. What a good shirt.
Missing just the tempered sword for the full crimson ensemble.
Yep. So yeah, his options, he's gonna fly to Death Mountain. That is probably a good play. I would probably do that at that point, too. Get Old Man, check to see what stuff he has. Who knows? What do you think Old Man might have?
Well, he's historically been more of a lover than a fighter, apparently. If you've seen some of our past races, and I'll leave it at that. We'll see what kind of man he is.
I'm thinking he's gonna get a glove. That's my guess. Just a random guess. It could be
That's
anything.
close.
Oh, it is gloves! Heyo!
Super
it.
gloves.
I was. That's a pretty good find.
Yep, they are a moon pearl away from having
Yeah, actually,
almost complete
yeah.
access to the Dark World.
Chat mentioning that EvilAsh did not visit Sick Kid. Poor Sick Kid left in his bed for all of eternity.
Yeah, he actually dies if you don't go visit him. By the way, he's
Heart
gone
container.
from the ending.
Spectral Rock has the old heart container. More health is always good. Fat Homie handing in a mushroom and getting his explosives.
Didn't seem too happy about it.
I wouldn't be happy either. Level 3 sword.
There it is, the Crimson Seed.
Crimson Seed. Alright, it looks like EvilAsh now has an entryway into Aghanim's tower. Is he going to go straight there, or is he going to go visit Aghanah? It looks like he's going to make his play right now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Is he going to... Where is he going? And why is he walking?
I mean, money. He's gonna farm money and then go visit the Zora.
I mean, he had a flute.
Eh,
Farming money is probably what he's doing, but he's walking.
there is a flute spot down there in the southern
Alright, yep, he's
swampy
farming
area.
rupees. Fat Homie is visiting Aghanah's cave. EvilAsh farming rupees. There's 10 blue rupees in there for an easy 50 every time you leave and come back. It's easy money. Heart piece in Aghanah's house.
So we know that doesn't pay off. We'll see if EvilAsh opts to go over there while he's here. That's pretty out of the way without being able to go to Desert Palace, so I don't expect he'll do that. He'll probably take his money and head right up to Zora's River, and we know how big that is because of the mirror. And if Zora's got something too, then could be game winning.
Alright, the ledge has Cane of Samaria. Pretty important item. Unless for some reason Turtle Rock, Misery Mire, and east side of Ganon's Tower are not required. Who knows? Who knows?
There's 3 Dark World pendants out there.
This too.
All right.
Desert Palace is a pendant.
There was another race. The races.
Your races are overlapping. You've seen too many. Alright, Fat Homie, it looks like he's gonna visit Sarsaparilla, or Salisbury Steak, or whatever his name is at this point.
Shmar.
Shmar.
Sa.
Shalarsh. 40 different names.
Shawarma.
Alright, EvilAsh almost done farming. It looks like he's probably gonna go visit Zora, get his mirror, and see what King Zora has for sale. What do you think it could be? My guess is probably Moonpearl. But it could be Hookshot. Who knows?
It's nothing. I'm sensing an evil Zora.
You're sensing some life lessons?
Yep.
Fat Homie electing to not visit Eastern.
In the interest of this being an exciting race, I think we need it to not be Moonpearl.
I agree. In the interest of exciting races.
Alright, he's fluting over there.
Yep, he's going to go visit his boy the Zora.
Looked like he kind of tried to do fake flippers there.
That homie has the flute and I forgot to mark it, but he's gonna go activate it. He had
Sure
the
is.
flute all along. Flute was in his heart.
Like a heart container?
Maybe. I mean, he's already got 9 hearts.
I mean, a heart, it's a heart-shaped container with a flute in it.
Yep. For sure.
So he's activated the flute. We'll see if he goes to Sick Kid while he's here.
Let's see. EvilAsh once again doing the proper movement tech. When you have flippers and you don't have boots, it's faster to swim than walk.
Yeah, Link has those flippers, man.
Sick Kid. We getting a Sick Kid sighting. Literacy? Pay $500 for literacy? It's like worse than college textbooks.
Yeah, that was to make that joke. Oh, all right. So they are going to Desert Palace, I'm sure. No, Pendant. Maybe not. We'll see.
Well, there's definitely value over there. There's a cane of Samaria.
PHatHome knows that. EvilAsh doesn't.
Fat homie about to visit old man, the kind old man that has some pretty good gloves. EvilAsh going up to Death Mountain, probably to read the tablet and possibly do Tower of Hera. Tower of Hera is a crystal dungeon, so I would expect him to go in there.
Yeah, this is a very good time to check Ether Tablet. And if he doesn't, we'll see. I don't have any reason to think why he wouldn't. Just that I've seen it happen a number of times before. And those are the things that can just absolutely devastate you.
True. Is EvilAsh going to grab the heart container that's on? Looks like he's going to grab the heart container. He's feeling healthy.
Probably.
It's not Sandcard, though. It is not the Sanctuary heart container. That one refills your life.
I want to see a clutch Sankart make all the difference. Like, oh no, the enemies are... I'm running out. Just open up a chest and bam,
Right.
get all your health back.
Blue shirt from Ether Tablet. EvilAsh has so many clothes he doesn't know what to do with.
Yep, he's putting it up. Going to the Goodwill. Do they have those in the US?
Yes.
Alright, I never know. I'm a Canadian. I once tried to ask people about Fudgios versus Oreos, and people, you mean like a chocolate Oreo? I'm like, no, a Fudgio.
What the heck is
Fudgio.
a Fudgio?
It's a fudge. It's got chocolate filling.
It's like the Simpsons. Quidgibo.
It's from the same company where it's like Nabisco over there, but it's like Christie over here, and then whatever.
Alright, well, EvilAsh going to Hera. Big Key was in the basement. Map was in that chest, which potentially means he might need to double back to check the basement. But we don't know for sure yet. There are 2 item locations in Tower of Hera that cannot be a key or a map or a compass, and we haven't seen either of them yet. There's 4 potential places to check still. The question is EvilAsh going to do the bomb jump without boots?
That would not be the right play. All right, he's walking past it.
I mean, you can do the bomb jump without boots. It's tough, but you can.
Isn't it?
It's a 2-pixel window instead of a 6-pixel window.
Oh, I'm thinking of the situation where you have hookshot and no boots, and you go over there, and then oh wait, I just have to fall down now. In which case it is faster to fall down. But he is gonna fall down on it. Just to keep.
What? I thought I marked sword for Fat Homie. I could have sworn I did. There you go. I know I've marked it. I swear I did. I clicked it.
Yeah, sometimes
my mouse cursor's still there.
Especially when you like if you don't have it in focus and you click. Anyway, the pegs are up, so no heart refill, but he doesn't need it. EvilAsh heading into the Moldorm fight. He's got a lot of hearts. He's got a tempered sword.
There's a chance that this guy has this asshole Moldorm guy. He might have either a compass or another thing. Who knows what he's gonna have? He's dead
50-50.
though. He's dead though, and that means the first crystal will be struck. And it is a red rupee. That means he does not need to go to the basement unless he really, really wants to come.
Or he hasn't been counting.
Or he hasn't been counting. That is also a pretty important thing. Alright, now
Both players have Titan's mitts.
Yep, both players have Titan's mitts. PHatHome is going for the bomb jump. I don't think he's close enough, and he fell.
Yeah, this is not like the bomb jump in, say, Skull Woods, where you get to just try again. This is a fall down 2 floors.
The floating island has a blue rupee. They will not be checking that. It's EvilAsh making his way to Spiral Cave.
Normally you want to come here with the boots, but if you don't have it...
You're in for a long walk.
Yeah. Sometimes the boots are here, and then that is...
It completely, what's the word I'm thinking of? It completely vindicates your process of maneuvering.
Yes.
You're rewarded with your exercise with things that make you run faster. Internet.
Well, not the worst.
Definitely not the worst. I think EvilAsh is a pretty comfortable player, though, and I don't think he'll be needing to catch fairies, but you never know. He has also got a red shirt on, so, I mean... We'll see.
If nothing else, if he has to go to Aghanim, he can pull that out.
We are running out of locations to check, and still no Moon Pearl sighting. So... Science might be pointing toward Eastern or... Pyramid. Moon Pearl.
Or Desert. Yes.
Or Desert, yes. He's literate. Good point. Desert might also be the thing. There always tends to be something of value in Desert. Oh, never mind. There's the ball.
Mystery solved.
Mystery
Death Mountain.
solved. Death Mountain was the place. I didn't even look at what else he's opened. I was too busy looking at the Moon Pearl.
Well, PHatHome finally falls down the correct hole and obtains this chest.
That nice small key to help him get into the basement.
He's heading up to this Moldorm fight. It went very smooth for EvilAsh. Let's see if he can match it. Going way around the jelly. Get out of my way.
Alright, EvilAsh opting to go to Dark World Death Mountain now that he has this moon ball.
It comes from the moon.
Comes from the moon, exactly. I don't know why they put it in a tower normally.
Moldorm is, his mind games are strong. Oh man, every time he ducks away, he immediately comes right back. This is top tier Trolldorm.
Trolldorm. Oh no, he got fast pattern because he poked once. Hit him. You got him. That was close.
He's gonna get 20 rupees, but he is gonna get a crystal.
Alright, 2 chests. First 2 chests of Dark Death Mountain. Palm upgrade and the bow, the D.
Get
and
the
he's
D.
Leaving.
He's gone.
He doesn't have boots or hookshot, so.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you could bonk in the hookshot cave to that one chest.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have boots.
Oh, all right. So where's he going then?
Probably, if I can read his mind, he's probably going to Dark Cack, also known as the Village of Outcasts. He's finally visiting Sick Kid, and he will be very disappointed.
I mean, he's saving the life of a kid by inspiring confidence, and also by taking what little heart he has.
Taking what little heart he has. Yeah. Yeah, well, now that he's got items, he can do a lot of plays, as Ampharo says. Looks like he's visiting my area. He's visiting the quote-unquote Swamp of Evil, because that is actually its official name, but we don't want to confuse it with Swamp Palace. I'm looking very closely to make sure you can see what he says when he checks his map. Ether tablet required.
Dark World Dungeons.
5 and 6 are in Ice Palace and Mire.
Turtle Rock is green pendant. That's pretty important. And Skullwoods being the remaining pendant.
Alright, I've marked the asterisks.
No, Thieves Town.
Thieves Town was the other.
Other pendant, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad we both looked for the appropriate things. You looked for the pendants. I looked for 5 and 6.
We got it. We're in sync. Nothing good. I'm pretty sure in the Mire Cave. With Mirror, he's also going to be able to check this northeastern corner of Desert. And he hasn't checked Aghanis Cave either, so I wouldn't be surprised if he heads there afterwards into this desert, perhaps. Like you said, he's got a lot of options. Maybe he doesn't want to commit to a pendant dungeon at this time.
Hookshot! Oh boy. That's a big find.
With Turtle Rock optional, he needs what? Fire Rod. He knows where the cane is, so he probably will go into desert actually.
Fire Rod, he needs ether. That's like it. No, legitimately, that's all. Possibly boots. We don't actually know if he needs.
Your boy Fat Homie, opening chest, gonna find that moon pearl.
He's got his B-ball. Now he can play some sick Dark World games.
No, it's very fragile. Don't you dare. Just check it out. Behind the back windmill. Shattered. Oh no! Link, you idiot! What were you doing? EvilAsh has got the Cane of Samaria. He's used the back door. What is he gonna go inside? Out. He's out. He wants that cane. He's out. Nothing else. Not
checking Agnes. Checking Agnes cave. Hook can be skipped if you have boots and can hover. That's a big if. Not too many people. I mean, there are people who can hover, obviously, but I am not one of them.
You can count them on one hand, I think.
Probably more than that. Like, I'm sure Christos can do it a bit. I know Andy can. I know Ivan can.
Or Kenny, rather. No, Ken. There's two Kens, isn't there?
Ken.
There's the Ken. There's Hover Ken. And then I think it's OK Guy. They call him.
If the Big Key and Gannis would be on the torch, that would be something. That would be something. Get
all the way in there and then just like shoulder slumps. All right, back out there. Gotta find those boots.
Maybe the boots are in Gannis Tower. Zelda can hover. Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
That was his one weakness.
Fake Andy can't hover. That's the truth. Albuquerque can hover him either.
Yeah, both Kens.
Fat Homie checking Turtle Rock, even though it's optional. It is Quake. EvilAsh going to Hype Cave. How hype is it this time? I don't think it's gonna be very hype at all.
It can't be that hype. It can't.
He's already got so much hype stuff. Single arrow.
I mean, if he gets like everything else, like if he gets Ether Fire Rod boots or something, then that's pretty hype. But...
I already have my used lit ready to spam in chat. Bombos is not the kind of lit I was looking for, but I will still give a complimentary used lit.
It's fiery. It will.
A complimentary used lit. Where the hell is Bombos on? Oh, medallions. There it is. Marking things is hard. Alright.
EvilAsh, everything he needs to do Palace of Darkness. It's a crystal. It's got a lot of items.
You're checking Spike Cave for Fat Homie. How debated is he going to be? It is a bomb upgrade. Debated. Yeah, Bombos could allow Ice Palace, but I wouldn't want to go there this early in the game.
Yeah, there's if you are in go mode and you have not done Ice Palace yet, that dungeon is significantly shorter than if you have to check it for all of the chests.
EvilAsh checking Pyramid. The Pyramid of Power has 300.
Wow, turns his nose up. That's like 2 potions, man.
It is like 2 potions.
Well, he is. He is the opposite of greedy. He is a saint.
Opting to not go visit Catfish because he hates that guy, I guess. He hates his boy Saba Ping. I have to type Saba Ping in now. I'm obligated.
He's even going to be losing 100 here to Kiki, but he's like, no, don't need it. Don't care about it.
He legitimately can afford everything else in the game. It matters.
And he just knows, like, I'm not going to need those potions. Red mail, I've got 10 hearts.
What was in chess game? I actually didn't look.
I missed it.
It probably wasn't important. Fat Homie opening Thieves Town. Is he going to visit? But what if Catfish has the boots? Yo, Sea House. What's in Sea House? Green Rupee. Incredible.
If Catfish has boots, and Fat Homie goes there and EvilAsh doesn't, that could be an interesting equalizer.
Maybe a little bit more of an equalizer if it was like a Fire Rod, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Fire Rod. There's your Fire Rod. Got your uselets ready, folks. Found it. It was in the house without a door.
Things are heating up for Fat Homie. He's got another key item, and more importantly, it's an item EvilAsh does not have. And while admittedly it's in a rather commonly checked place, it is going to remain a small advantage for him for now.
The Meyer medallion is ether. That is like the one item we don't know about the locations of that EvilAsh really needs to be in go mode, potentially, pending boots. Agreed, this seed has been very quick so far.
Yeah, but it only takes one poorly/cleverly/horribly
Single
placed
green!
item.
Fred Smiths! What is with Kakariko and their cheapskates? Sea House had a green, Blacksmith's had a green. Holy moly. Fat Homie about to get his red shirt from an evil bat that's not evil. Misunderstood bat.
Misunderstood bat. It is, it's longer to say though, so I think I'm probably just going to continue to stereotype him. No boots, has to bomb open these walls in Palace of Darkness.
Ugh. Disgusting.
No boots, can't dash through these jellyfish.
Slave lesson smiths, indeed, dude. For reals.
Silver arrows for mimics.
Make
They do
short work.
lag the game though.
They lag the game, but they kill everything relatively quickly. I mean, who's counting frames here? Come on.
The game is counting frames. And it's going to spit out a number at the end. It's going to rub that number in your face.
Guess so.
Pegs without boots. That's a legit sigh right there.
Yeah, that's the truth. Oh yeah, I'm totally a human. Also, Hammer Pegs. Shoutouts to Red Rupee. EvilAsh leaving Pod. Why is he leaving Pod? Oh, he's going to Eastern.
Still though. I mean, I guess he was right at the exit anyway, but
I mean, you might as well finish Eastern. I mean, Pod. They're both Crystal Dungeons.
right. Yeah, I don't know.
Pedestal Boots and Ganon's Tower Torch Big K. Alright, I mean, we don't know for sure. It could be that. It could be the Dream Seed. That would be quite the seed. Stump Kid is afraid to leave his stump. Also has 10 arrows.
Fat Homie does have the mirror, so he's going to check this spot down here. This is a pretty common route when you've got the items for it.
Yep.
Blacksmiths to the bat, to the pegs, to the chest, to the stump, this cave.
Blue Rupee.
Taking care not to place that chest inside the portal.
Really important thing to do. Don't do that.
Yep, it's awkward. It is possible to get it out of there. I'm pretty sure you can use a bomb explosion in a creative way to get it. But you really don't want to have to.
Alright, we're gonna find out just what's in this purple chest. I don't know why he's getting his bombs ready, but he's got his bombs ready. Maybe he's gonna blow up the thief when the thief blue balls him.
No, they removed those from the game.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So there's the mirror. This could be an important thing.
It's 3 Hunskies. He's rich.
He is. He absolutely is.
Book was sold by King Zora. Literacy for 5 Hunskies. Expensive the college books.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, why does he have so much money? Actually, it's because he hasn't spent the 5 hundo to get that book yet.
Fat Homie making his way towards the decidedly not quite hype cave. The slightly hype cave. I mean, there's a Bombos medallion. Bombos is fun.
If Desert's a pendant, one of the tablets has a tunic. Can book be unrequired?
Wait, what was the question? I didn't actually listen. Sorry. I was distracted. I was
Can the book be a non-required item?
Correct. It can be a non-required item. Book is only... There's only 4 uses of book in Randomizer, and they are Master Sword Tablet, an Ether and Bombos medallions, and then getting into Desert, which you may or may not need. Also, Bombos medallion picked up.
So we know you can take the back entrance into Desert to get the King of Samaria, so you don't need it for that. We know you don't need it for Ether Tablet. You probably don't need it for Master Sword, so if Bombo's tablet has something, he needs to get that boot. But otherwise, he has no reason to go all the way to Zora's domain and pick it up. So we'll see if he has enough options remaining such that that is not appealing, and he never does that. Because that's a big potential time waste for him.
Fat Homie about to visit the Pyramid of 300 Rupees.
We'll see if he picks them up.
I mean, he's already a rich man. I don't think he will, but he might. He might want to see his numbers roll over the 4 digits and feel satisfied.
Dealing with these Igors, silver arrows means you don't have to do the fancy double shots on them. Also means you don't have to shoot each of these Armos 3 times. These guys are one shot. 6 arrows, misses that one.
He's lagging the game by missing. Don't do that. No. Look at all the time he lost.
Nice compass.
Also, Fat Homie elected to not collect the thousands of rupees on the pyramid. And we have our second crystal pickup by Evil Ash. It was the Eastern Palace.
So Fat Homie's going to be checking Catfish, and while he's there, it's going to be pretty easy to go check Zora's domain.
Finally figure out how expensive literacy really is.
And back into Palace of Darkness is Evil Ash. This makes sense. I would have been very surprised if he had just left.
left Palace of Darkness after doing like half of it.
Yeah.
Despite the fact it's a crystal dungeon. Yeah, I know, right?
Like there's a couple things you could have forgotten. Like, you know, maybe they thought it was a pendant. Maybe they forgot they had the lantern and didn't feel comfortable with dark rooms, but
10 arrows from the Catfish.
Thanks.
Pre-fired bomb was justified. Fat Homie didn't check hookshot location yet. It is currently in the northeast of Desert that you need to go from the Dark World for. He has not been to the Swamp of Evil yet.
Yeah, he's gonna want to head that way pretty soon anyway. He knows he needs the cane, and he's seen it over there. And he knows there's got the Meyer chest and the other chest, and so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him go over there in not too long.
The Trolley seed will be the vanilla seed. Yeah, that's probably true. We got some 50 rupees in this lower basement area, and a red potion. Fat Homie's buying some college textbooks.
Probably gonna end up just using it to prop open his door. Stupid universities.
Yep.
He said, making a strange, out of nowhere blanket statement. Moving on to Palace of Darkness.
Palace of Darkness. We have just seen 2 of the 3 of the 4 potential items. I don't actually know. I actually have not been counting Fat Evil Ash's looting. There's 4 items in there. There's 4 item locations that you can acquire, and I have not been counting.
Now, I don't want to question you on things like this because you were absolutely the one to go to, but I thought it was 5.
Nah, yes, actually it's 5. Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Thieves Town. Also, we got a bug from Fat Homie. You're right, it is 5. My brain was thinking in the past where it was actually 4. My bad.
So he's going to be moving on here.
Helmasaur's got something.
He's got the cane. Is going to switch to it.
Helmasaur's got a something. Who knows what it's going to be? I, for one, hope it is a red rupee. To make this race a little bit more interesting.
That would just be the perfect, like, not green, not blue, not arrows, the red ruby.
Also, Fat Homie collecting his hook shot.
Yeah, very key, very important thing. He probably got Samaria already, but
he's going there now. He has not picked up yet.
Oh, he's in the rocks. I thought maybe he was going to go in.
Thanks for complimenting my smooth run. Video games are hard.
They are.
Alright, Fat Homie going back door to loot Desert Palace finally. We'll finally see what's inside this dark, deserty area.
Not quite as dark as the Palace of Darkness. Oh, a little out of sync with the turtles. Does recover nicely.
Big key on the torch pedestal. We have no boots. We cannot get that.
And Lanmola's...
If this chest is not a small key, the dream is dead already. It's a small key. Dream is not quite dead yet.
Lanmola's holding ether. With boots required to get them would be...
That would
pretty...
be... Ooh, will you take the crank?
I will take 17 hammers to the face.
Exactly 17.
Yeah. No more, no less.
I was questioning it for a while, then I realized, okay, the first hit is the first crack, and then it's 8 and then 8. That makes much more sense in my mind than... Boots!
Okay.
The boots!
That's another way to keep going in this dungeon.
The boots! They were there!
They were there.
It was a red
Mirror
rupee!
at-
I predicted the red rupee!
Nice. I don't know how many of them there are in the pool. Probably.
There's too many is
decent.
the answer.
Oh, look at them boots in chat. Boots.
Everything is coming up with my estimations.
All right. So,
Now I'm being
well,
called
I'm the one who said ether on Lanmola's.
He's not checking big chest. Why isn't he checking? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's going back.
But no, he's got the boots. Please tell, dude, if Landmos have ether tablet, that would be incredible. But he's not gonna go back. Oh, never mind. Dream is dead. Dream is dead. It's another 300 rupees. I don't know how PHatHome keeps finding money, but he just does.
Yeah, he's sitting on 600, and the only thing he's got left to pay for is Palace of Darkness.
Yep. EvilAsh finally starting to loot the village of outcasts.
Will he find that fire rod? That
Probably.
PHatHome did.
Almost assuredly.
Picking up the good cane. This
Well,
PHatHome,
the important one, anyway.
the good one. It's a blue one has its uses. I will admit it.
Your boy Brian. Well,
He's
if
got
Master
it.
Sword has Ice Rod, it won't be. Master Sword can't have Ice Rod because Turtle Rock is a pendant dungeon. It cannot be there. Desert was a pendant dungeon.
Master Sword could have ether.
It can have ether. That is the truth.
We've seen it have Quake before. It was not
Yep.
required, but we saw a medallion.
Oh,
Oh.
never mind. There it is. Dream is dead.
Yeah,
EvilAsh is in go mode, except for he's not yet, but he will be soon.
yeah, that's true. He checked some of the things in Kakariko, then went into Thieves Town. So there's potential that in his mind, he's checked more of Kakariko than he actually has. In which case, he may not get the fire rod, and that could be huge. But this is just pure speculation. We'll have to see.
I, for one, am hoping for the Torch Ganon's Tower Big Key now. Because EvilAsh is going to be bootless for the entire race. Alright, well, Thieves Town is a pendant dungeon. So,
PHatHome was not counting. He's going to be fighting Lanmolas. He's going to have a great fight, though.
he's going to have a great fight and get rewarded with a pendant. And a compass.
Hooray.
I don't know. I don't know whose audio it is.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see how synced up it is. Well, that's true. It might not even be his audio. In which case, thank you so much for letting us not miss
EvilAsh.
that.
Bailing Thieves Town, collecting the fire rod, more or less in go mode, potentially, unless Ganon's Tower is the ultimate in blue ball technology.
Yeah, probably. I mean, blue balls are manufactured there, as far as I understand it. But chances are incredibly high. EvilAsh is in go mode. He knows that.
And that's why he's
But-
going straight to the digging game.
I take it back. Still looking for something. Guess he just wants those boots.
I mean, maybe.
A better sword, maybe. I feel like he's probably comfortable with tempered.
Probably. Yo, Red Rupee from Digging Game. We did it.
Is it possible that he hasn't kept track of which are pendants and which are crystals, and he's just kind of assuming Ice Rod is required?
I don't know. I just don't know.
It's just a thing he has, or just
Maybe
like,
he might be looking for boots. He might legitimately be looking for boots, for all we know.
Yep.
Fat Homie is not in go mode. He still needs the Ether Medallion. And that's a pretty critical item, because you can't get into Meyer's house.
And it actually, now that I think about it, going into Thieves Town, a bit of a gamble for EvilAsh. It was a pendant dungeon. You can get those 4 chests really quick, and sometimes something's good in there, like we saw. But still, pendant.
My guess is EvilAsh is looking for boots. They're pretty good shoes. I mean, these are some pretty good shoes. They make you go fast, they make you run fast. And for all we know, it might in fact be the seed where Ganon's Tower Torch has the big key. Also, Quake! Quake sighting.
He knows he
Butter.
needs Ether.
Butter! He's got the butter!
It's time to get slippery and shake around. Hookshot Cave.
Butter and Quacky. We did it, dude. Got value. There is most certainly value there. Fat Homie also going to visit the Ether Tablet and be woefully disappointed when he gets a not quite as good shirt.
I mean, it's nice to have options, you know? People will start to notice if you keep wearing the same shirt.
Butter Sword's a pretty good sword, though. No matter how you look at it. Ash checking the purple chest. He's gonna do the rounds that Fat Homie did, and he will also be disappointed when he opens that chest.
So, knowing he, like, you know, he's in this situation where he's probably in go mode, still electing to do this rather long chain of events for what, like 4 item checks? Blacksmith, pegs, chest, and this?
Probably wants shoes, dude.
He wants those shoes. If you are proficient in bootless play, which most are not, I believe someone who I trust to be correct about such things said the boots actually save like kind of under 2 minutes over the course of like I don't know if it was no major glitches or just a rando, but it couldn't be random. Anyway, not that much time, actually, surprisingly.
I can believe that, but at the same time, it's much more convenient and much easier to, like... You never realize how... Like, I know I mentioned, you know, movement being critical, whatever. Movement without boots is way harder than movement with boots, in general, period.
Especially if it's like, oh, well, it's faster to switch to the hookshot on this overworld location and pull yourself around in several places. Like you're not gonna stumble your way through that without practice.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky stuff. Like you can see, you saw an escape, no boots, 30-second disparities. Like, that is just walking along, different movements, change everything.
Bombo's tablet just has some money.
Cha-ching!
Fat Homie's into Palace of Darkness. Nothing really waiting for him here. Just gotta clear it out. He knows he needs Ether, though, so he is going to be checking each chest.
EvilAsh still, I guess, in the hunt for boots. He's probably going to Skull Woods. I mean, I guess there's crystals there, too. So he's probably going to go to do a crystal dungeon, but he's probably going to loot it looking for boots.
Yeah, this is a dungeon that's possible to skip a lot of when you are in go mode, very similar to Ice Palace.
There is a very, very low chance that boots are required. Like, less than 5% chance.
And I would say that the boots will probably not save you as much time as he's already checked looking for them.
Alright, EvilAsh deciding to skip over the early chest in Skull Woods.
I like it.
And yeah, we are big on honor system here. We usually have top men checking their chats too to make sure that no one's saying anything. You know, we're checking for this stuff. No one's going to be like, you know, no one's gonna spoil anything. All of us here are pretty good people.
Yeah, this I've seen so many people find our channel through various means, and they come in and they're like, everyone's so nice. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what it was about the speedrun community, but I mean, it just started with some really nice people and attracted more nice people and grew from there. But the speedrun community, in my eyes, one of the most fantastic, nicest, best, funniest.
I mean, as a collective, for sure. I mean, there are some bad eggs here and there, but no one's perfect. No community is perfect. No one is perfect. But the people that we associate with are all generally awesome people. Like, the Link to the Past community is awesome. The Zelda 1 community is awesome. Like,
I feel like you're 2 steps away from just calling people out here. So I want to move on. I want to move on to this Mothula fight, knocking him into.
I'm sorry, I lurk Twitter way too much at work.
Moving through that fight really well. A couple of extra hits because he knocked him into the spikes. The spikes overwrite whatever damage you were going to do and deals 0 because the developers did not want you to kill the boss by knocking them into the spikes. So that was their solution. It can make for an incredibly frustrating fight if you don't know that. And even when you do, that fight is frustrating. The floor's moving, the spikes are moving, the boss is moving.
Everything sucks in that fight.
So that was a decent fight. One more crystal down for EvilAsh.
Is he gonna continue his Crystal Crusade, or is he gonna start looking for boots again? I'm still waiting for the less than 5% chance that we have that panic when you go to Ganon's Tower and Big Key is on the torch.
You go right, you get those 2 chests, you go left, and then you just clenched fists wail.
Alright, let's see if Lash is visiting Swamp. Is he gonna loot it, or is he gonna go finish it? PHatHome needs Ether to be in go mode. EvilAsh is more or less in go mode, but we don't actually know for sure because Ganon's Tower can pull the ultimate curveball and say, hey, you actually need boots! We fooled you!
Yep, there's 1 in 22 odds that the big key in Ganon's Tower is on top of a torch, and you need to bonk into it to get it down, and for that you need the boots to charge into the torch. But 21 out of 22% chance it's somewhere else where he can get it.
Yes, Ether was in Thieves Town. One of the early 4 chests.
Thieves Town is well known for being a dungeon you can loot quickly, especially those 4 chests. But it is also a pendant dungeon, and some players really don't like to go into those unless they have to. So we'll see how long it takes PHatHome to find his way over there.
Boots were in Desert Palace. Also a pendant dungeon.
Yep.
So they each checked the pendant dungeon and got rewarded for it in different ways. PHatHome with the 1 in 22 odds of getting rewarded heavily for it.
That would be a gigantic equalizer. EvilAsh getting this key. There's another key in a very similar spot that you want to make sure you grab before you hit the switch.
But he might not even go that side if he's just finishing the dungeon.
Yeah, we'll see. He definitely...
He skipped the first chest, so I think he's in actually go mode.
Yeah, he checked some of those overworld chests, and maybe doing that, he was thinking the whole time, like, this is dumb. I should just go, but I'm already doing it. I'm good. And so finally, when you finish that up, said, all right, now go mode.
Yeah, people are mentioning that I forgot to mark the Desert Palace pendant. I indeed forgot to mark the Desert Palace pendant. I'm failing my job.
I also forgot to mark these things.
I've been trying to mark a lot. Like, I've been doing
You've been marking everything. You were doing so good that I stopped. But technically, it is absolutely as much my responsibility as well.
I like it. I like being the what's it called? Like the logger. Just
it's like whack-a-mole.
Ash is in more or less go mode. He is skipping everything. He's trying to beat the dungeons as fast as possible. We'll see if it pays off for him. But in most odds, they will probably pay off. Buttersword was in the Hookshot Cave in Dark Death Mountain. That is where the butter was.
That's going to help PHatHome a little bit, but alright, big key for EvilAsh. Wait,
he's looting some quick chests.
Yeah.
He's making some quick loots. Not out of the way loots.
Like, why isn't this door a big key door? I don't know.
I don't know. But ask developers because they expect you to have a hook shot because the hook shot's normally in the big chests.
Yeah, I guess that's enough of a game's end. So we got Palace of Darkness down for Fat Homie. Between Butter Sword and Silver Arrows, Helmet Sword was not going to be a problem. Mirroring, going straight to Eastern, also a crystal. Very standard.
He opened his map. I thought he just mirrored when he walked in at first. It's like, what?
Yeah, I was very surprised when I found out that the menu was on Start, but the map was on X.
Yeah, well.
I feel like those probably should be. Alright, we got an Argus fight.
Argus fight with... We're seeing a one cycle because he doesn't have a hook. He doesn't have boots. So he can't hook dash.
Yeah.
That's all we got is a one cycle, which is good. Really good for all things considered.
Pretty much the best you can do in that situation. Maybe going for the fire rod spin.
Yeah, fire rod spin is probably the. Yeah, a lot of us are cheering for the 1 in 22 chat.
Something
I certainly am
about it. I've seen so many people who are just like their mind starts to wander and they just think like, what is the most cruel thing that could happen to these players? And then it becomes a game, and everyone joins in. And it's an exercise in Machiavellianism or something. But either way, regardless of our pondering, that key is somewhere in there. Nothing we say will change it. Just gonna have to wait and see. It's a puzzle. You're right. That's sports Jeff pointing out a good thing. You're constructing the most elaborate scenario.
People love seeing ridiculous scenarios.
Yeah, and also people like figuring out puzzles.
Puzzles are
varying
fun.
degrees.
Puzzles are fun. A lot of people want to see the boots suddenly become required at the very last second, causing an entire implosion of this race, making a mockery of the sport of randomization race.
Like, there's a legit argument about like this is dumb, it's all luck, and it's like, nah, there's a mountain of skill involved as well.
And then that happens, and then what argument do we have?
Yeah, well, that's the kind of thing where you need to average out, like, over 10 races, you know, who kind of comes out on top.
It's like literally like 1 in like 10,000 odds. I would like to think, like, if you're not finding the boots and then also going to Ganon's Tower and finding that you need boots. I think like the odds of that happening are so ridiculously out of the ballpark ridiculous.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe someone can. You need to make a judgment call on what is a likely place to check for boots.
Apparently, Desert Palace. Apparently, you always gotta go to Desert Palace.
Pendant Desert Palace.
Pendant Desert Palace is apparently always the answer.
And with a somewhat late book and an early mirror and flute, encourages skipping it and just kind of taking out the good parts like the King.
Oh, well, EvilAsh got an early big key. This is going to be a short mire. We thought we were going to see a lot of this dungeon, but we were kidding. We were wrong. We were just wrong.
Big key door number 1, I think. I think there's multiple.
Yeah, there's more than one. Ash has not been a Desert Palace because it's it is a pendant dungeon. It is optional in terms of clearing it. So, Desert Palace is blue pendant, so no, it is not. Unfortunately, if people really want to visit your old man Sarsh, that's in Turtle Rock, and they don't have the ice rod yet. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to go out of their way for that.
Yeah, there's no item he could have that could make that possibly even a little bit worth it.
Butter Sword is like the one, but I'm pretty sure Tempered Sword's just fine.
No way. You would if hunt down the ice rod to go to Turtle Rock
get a Butter Sword
to clear it, to get the green pendant, to go to Sahasrahla for the Butter Sword.
No, I wouldn't do that. I thought we were talking about like things that would make it slightly worth it at all.
I don't know. Butter Sword's pretty good, but that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work for a Butter Sword. Butter Sword isn't that much better than Tempered. Like, it doesn't really speed up the Ganon fight at all.
It helps out for Vitreous if you want to go to work on these eyeballs with your sword and make use of maybe something like a cape, but he's going to go with silver arrows, snipe each one of them.
And shoot him dead with the silver arrows. Because the arrows made of silver are the arrows that kill all the evil.
Yeah, they changed it to the light arrow, which is maybe a little more clearly indicative of being a destroyer of darkness.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the old times, silver was known for killing evil.
Certain evil things, like werewolves, and those are mostly just misunderstood.
But, like, even then, like, silver things were considered, like, correlated with holy stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I should mark you palace. You're right. You're right. I'm distracted by
your knowledge and lore of
silver.
Of silver. Well, I was gonna say like mythology or like anyway.
Like in the East series, like East 1 and 2, like the silver sword, quote unquote, is the holy sword.
It makes sense now that you say it. EvilAsh heading into Ice Palace.
He's equipping his litter. He's equipping his flute.
Fire up. Much better.
Yeah, much better.
And you're surrounded by ice, and you can choose between lovely music and fiery death.
Butter is probably better than silver. So PHatHome visiting Bombos being rewarded with a nice $20 bill. A sweet old, nothing like a $20 bill here.
I was gonna name a president and realized I forgot which U.S. president's on the $20 bill. It's not a Benjamin.
You are Canadian.
It's not a Hamilton. It's a Jefferson.
It is Jackson.
Jackson.
Your boy Andrew Jackson. That guy killed a lot of people in duels.
More lessons from Andy on historical matters. Thank you. It's my fault. I brought it up.
American history.
Yeah.
The history that you are not a part of because you live in Canada.
Actually, you learn it in Canadian school. There's usually a thing on specifically American history. Anyway, we're moving on. We got a nice palace. We're in go mode, so we don't need to check it all. So are we going to see this bomb jump? I think so, probably.
Set it up the crystal already, so... Jackson did kill a lot of guys not in duels, you're right. Jackson killed a lot of people, period. Alright, is he setting? I think he's got it.
Yeah, it looks good.
He got it. Easiest game of his life. It's harder to tell with the pixels he's on in the restream, but it looked good.
It's a little fuzzy, but...
That's a little bit fuzzy. PHatHome starting to loot Swamp House. We'll finally see what's inside Swamp House because EvilAsh didn't look at anything.
Yeah, this is bad. You wanna be in go mode for palaces like Swamp.
There's 6 items to check. There's value, possibly.
It's basically down to this trolley key in Ganon's tower, possibly being up out of reach, much like a cookie jar on top of the fridge. We'll see. We'll see if it's
I like the imagery. I like the imagery a lot.
No. Get a box. It's cardboard. No, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Going to the cold stair fight. This is a very technical fight. He's got quarter magic though, so if he wants to, he can turn it from a technical fight into a storm of fire. We'll see.
True. Not using this Bombo swag though, where you press the button once instead of pressing it 8 times.
Yep.
All that
could indicate he wants to use it during the fight, but he is going to go for the spin. He is going to lock him in the corner, and this is going to be a great fight.
Yep.
Get out a little bit there. Goldsword would have had those finished off. Tempered, not so much. Had to clean it up, and actually does a fantastic job of doing so.
Yep, it is the truth.
Is that the last crystal? I think it is.
It sure looks like it. Looks like all 7 crystals. We are having a short seed here from EvilAsh. Really short seed.
Maybe not quite so short for PHatHome. Thieves Town, with the ether that he knows he needs, remains elusive to him. He's probably, if he's going to do Swamp has like 6 items, so like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll full clear Swamp, even though it's faster in go mode.
We are going to see a sub 130 possibly get blocked by a squirrel seed. A sub 130 bootless seed potentially, unless the 1 in 22 happens and totally ends all hopes and dreams in one fell swoop.
I mean, if nothing else, I would just like to see the reaction. Like that's the kind of thing where you can see the reaction just in the gameplay.
There's legitimately no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If the big key is on that torch, mental devastation. Period.
Future races, it comes back to haunt you. Spectre of this key remains over EvilAsh's head for the rest of his randomizer career, or he sets a great time. We'll see. So now it's time to ask chat. Hey guys, which number do you think the big key is going to be in Ganon's chest? Could be 5, could be 17, somewhere between 22. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of 3s. 3 is typically that torch. We're going to see an uncharacteristically high amount of 3s coming up. There they are. They're coming.
My gut says it's going to be in item location 12.
I've always said 19. It's a lucky number of mine ever since I won a cake at the.
I like the last race. Oh wow, nice. I like the last race where it was chest number 22. That was pretty good.
Yep. I've seen it be 22, and also like the tile room.
Yeah, that's 22 usually. It's usually the last place you check. My last race it was 21, and I was sad.
That's a big number.
The most debated I've ever been in the randomizer, that's for sure.
Ganon's tower is opening, the stairs are lowering, which is a nifty convenience. I mean, if it was
Desert Palace
ramp, then maybe it would be a little more.
Alright, he's checking the right 2 chests first. It is normal place to check these 2 chests first because they're really easy to get to, and you don't lose time for checking them really. We got a 50.
1, there's 2.
We got a small.
Are you guys ready?
Are you ready for potentially the most ultimate debating of all time?
Here's where I hope our commentary is in sync. So we're going to be reacting to this.
No!
Oh!
Well, that's location 3.
Regular old key.
Torchless seed, 0 bonks.
Alright, wrap it up.
PHatHome picks up a magic cape.
That's not bad. Quarter magic is going to make some things trivial if you want to use that cape.
But disappointment.
Oh, so close. Item number 4 is the big key.
4? Wow, item number 4.
I mean, it's just as likely to be there as anywhere as on the torch.
This time it was going to be really good. Bootless Ganon's Tower at 117. Big key already found. I think this is looking to be really solid.
Yeah, I feel bad now. We've been kind of memeing it up a little bit with the chat and having fun, and that's great. But at the same time, EvilAsh
is having a really good time.
Yeah, this is a fantastic time that we've to this point understated, and also, like you said, bootless. That's a big time saver that he has not had to leverage. So this is this could be really good. We've seen the top
I don't think it's going to be the
10.
123, but it's definitely going to be like a 125. I think 125 is high.
That would be 3rd best time of the tournament, I think.
Depending how well he knows how to kill a Ganon. To kill a Ganon.
Let's look for it. New York Times bestseller. Andy last name.
Andy, not Lasso. Shoot is my last name.
I think I knew that. I forgot because we were roomies at AGDQ.
You were roomies at AGDQ. That is in fact the case. Alright, EvilAsh starting the gauntlet. PHatHome collecting crystal from Swamp Palace. The gauntlet is 5 rooms of increasing difficulty where you have to kill every enemy in the room.
Got conveyor belts and BMOS. Now we got 2 BMOS, and the enemies are Horse Knights, and this is running away, keeping the spikes between him and the Horse Knight. I love it.
It's afraid, dude.
Cherry picking him. Well played by the Horse Knight. We'll see. Like, it's the point blank arrow shot there. The arrows do one-shot these enemies, but you know, they're pretty elusive, and those arrows sometimes they just feel so tiny. And
some slick ice skating.
Yeah, some left-right movement there. Is gonna powder. Oh, bombs, powder.
Getting his powder ready. Grabbing his powder. It's fair. It's gonna adjust the pattern of the Lambos in the next room because they start spawning in the previous room. So now they're all gonna come at once. Let's see how he reacts. He misses the
Not very well.
He misses every single one.
All right, fire rod
What
at
about
this
the fire
time. Screw that bow. Fire rod, rapid fire, 2 shots to the landmos. A lot easier to use. Has a kind of lingering hitbox actually that can get some double
True.
hits. I think
That's
he
true.
may have got one there.
He did.
So-
That was a 3 cycle, despite completely whiffing the first cycle. Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad at all. It's going up to my favorite sections of Ganon's Tower, the parts where you could use cool Cane of Samaria strats.
Bam.
I like these Cane of Samaria strats.
I
Bad homie about
know
to dig up
exactly.
his red rupee.
Yay. Where's Ether? He's
Where-
looking.
He's looking hard.
He's close. He's close to Thieves Town. We know that's where it is. He has no idea. It could be almost anywhere in his mind.
He's walking on the conveyor belt. Oh no, the Forky!
He charged
Forky's
backwards because
over
he didn't. Oh, he's going in. Oh, he's going in. He's going in. Slashes. Well timed.
The Forkies are enraptured. Get him!
Nice.
Yeah,
Most people
I never
would've
actually
left,
thought about
they
doing
come
that
back.
room bootless. That room bootless is actually really scary in my mind now.
That was actually like, yeah, but the boots, like you said earlier, was like, sure, they save time, but they also just make things so much easier. And
They
that is
do.
a room where you just charge right past those enemies and they are trivial. And now suddenly, quite an endeavor. EvilAsh overcomes that obstacle.
I
very
missed
well.
what was on Cave, but it couldn't have been important because PHatHome666's not visiting it.
Where is he going though?
Probably going to go visit all the side. He's visiting Flanktuary. Visiting Flanktuary. He's visiting
like
the heart piece.
It's the first time I've heard that one. Thank
I
you.
heard it from another commentator earlier, like 2 days ago. I'm stealing it from him. I'm sorry, whoever you are.
All right. Good to give the credit.
it is not.
due.
It is not my material. I am borrowing.
That's what the speedrun community is all about. They're constantly, this person found this trick, this person pushed the game this way, this person came up with this joke. I actually, in my AGDQ,
Cross product is pointing
it's
it out.
his? Nice.
It is his. It is his
Yeah.
material that I borrowed.
Normally, I'd be like, oh, I don't know, that's a little gauche, like calling yourself out for that. I don't know, but that pun is so good.
EvilAsh validates the run. I didn't even see what it was because I was too busy looking at chat.
Validated is usually checking the Moldorm chest because otherwise you are disqualified.
Yes.
Not
I've been
technically
disqualified
written.
from every single race.
Yeah, it's a
Every
shame.
race I've done, I've been disqualified from.
You put up some good times, but you're just not going to advance. Not
Nice
another chance.
positioning from
Ooh.
Aghanim. Almost got the triples. Settling.
Not so nice that time.
Nope.
This could be good. 1, 2. Oh.
Yep, Aghanim is 1 hit away from death now. Doesn't really matter, really, as long as he gets the hit.
Final hit delivered at 6.5 hearts, but he has red mail. And
he
the
has
way
a red
he's been
potion.
moving and playing. Oh, potion. Yeah, he's going to go straight to Ganon for sure. 122.30 showing on the clock.
I think it's going to be a sub 125.
He's got silvers too.
Maybe. Maybe not. It's going to be close. I'm not used. I don't really keep a track of the clock when I'm killing Ganon. He's got Tempered Sword, which means the fights could be a little bit harder. You can still one cycle each phase, but it's tough.
Yeah, 3. Going for spin there. 4, 5. I think that was.
That's 5. Yeah, it's not gonna get the one cycle. He's gonna throw a trident one more time. Gotta give him good positioning though. This will be an easy one cycle. Just gotta do 3 spins, phase, and then you can just back out because it hits him twice in the corner.
Using the hook shot for the invincibility frames to dodge the
Yep.
fire bats.
Yup.
Lands a quick hit on Ganon as well, so he does not spit out a fire bat in the 3rd phase. That is, you'd be surprised how annoying those are. Once you miss one, it can mess up your ability to get the 2nd and the 3rd, and then you're dodging fire all over the place.
EvilAsh had a really good time, potentially. Did you find the errors in the late world? Heck yes, he did. Is he gonna get Torch Glitch? Probably. Maybe. He's going
Oh,
for
fire rod!
it.
Missed
He
it!
missed it. That's not gonna mean too much because he's got silver arrows, but
Yeah,
awkward.
he's not gonna get that that 123. Torch glitch probably wouldn't have made the difference. So he's going to get this solid 124.
Incredible.
Double hit? Nice.
Double hit. Alright, let's see what the official time is going to be on SRL. Ooh, it says 124, 124. I'm spoiling it early.
You sure did. It's just math. It's just number of seconds till door opens.
The legendary bonkless seed.
Yeah, that is a fantastic time, especially without the boots. EvilAsh showing us how it's done. Also, he prioritized hitting his splits before typing the .done.
I can respect it. Your PBs are important, dude.
Just race time is important. Turn him into serious business, Andy. All right. 124-24. This is...
I'll ask EvilAsh if he wants to do the interim review.
Yeah. I want to know how he's feeling. After a seed like that, after a performance like that. Boss kills pretty much all on point.
Sure, give him a few, he says.
We've got more than a few as That homie. I gotta get used to saying that.
He's checking the Master Sword tablet. We will find out what's there. Increase arrow storage. Yes.
Sweet. That just shows you how desperate. He's considering pendant dungeons, though, if he's going to check that.
Yeah.
Thieves down, thieves down, thieves down.
Down, thieves
That's
down.
Skullwoods.
Sandwiched is homecoming. Sandwiched is coming home.
Sandwiched.
I love the names, dude. I think my favorite one of those names was Shibboleth.
Shumagorath.
Shumagorath is really good too. I actually like that. Is that a name on there?
I don't know. I just said it, so we'll see. If it's not in there, Vitor's a notepad somewhere just got updated.
Shumagorath. I like it. It's a Marvel character you don't see very often, but he's there.
He's weird.
He is weird.
So it fits with the weird old man. Your uncle recovers.
Thanks
He gave
God.
you your old sword. That was his sword, I guess.
Moon runes for sale.
Haha.
I still loved when I did the Masochist Seed, which sometimes has like literally nothing. Like as item locations, you can check it, you open a chest, there's nothing there. Zora sold me nothing, and I held it up triumphantly, and in the ending it said, "Nothing. So stupid." And also, blend fungus into bombs.
Yeah, one of those must have been a fire shroom. They grow in the Amazon, and that's actually how they do their logging there. No, that's not true at all. We got a moth of the fight from Fat Homie. Wow, snipes him with the fire rod from across the entire playing field there.
He's got himself a crystal. Crystal number 5. Stop hammer time in the Haunted Grove.
Is that a haiku?
Hammer time?
It's like half of one.
Stop hammer time is lyrics to an MC Hammer song.
I know.
I guess so.
Just because I'm Canadian doesn't mean I don't know about MC Hammer.
That's true. That would be a very mean assumption to assume such a thing. The life-giving kid, when you stole his heart.
Yeah, he traded his for yours. See, that's just like they adopted another kid. They're heartbroken.
The lost old man, who for some reason had gloves that made you as strong as a titan.
I mean, he needed something to get up there.
I already do race. I'm already in this tournament.
I think he means you should race me. In which case,
Oh. I mean, a little bit one-sided.
I don't know. It
Mythical
feels
is part of the Let's
so
Learn
much
Red
worse when you say it, though.
Sorry. And the Arabu sleeps again forever.
That's the
The thing is,
honesty I appreciate.
there's a difference. Like, I'm in this tournament, you are in the middle of being part of the Let's Learn series, which is really important. People need to learn how to play Randomizer.
I need to learn how to play Randomizer
Exactly.
before I
You're
race someone like Andy. Competitively,
Evil
anyway.
Ash has moved into the waiting room.
He sure has.
Would you like to drag him in?
Yeah, I can. I think you should be able to do that. Actually,
Alright,
as a
fine, I'll do it.
commentator.
I'm
There
doing
he
it.
goes.
I'm
He's
dragging
doing it.
I did it. Hey,
It's done. He's here.
Mr.
Hello.
Zero Bonks himself. The legendary bonkless master.
Oh man, that seed, that was something else.
That was really a crazy scene. Incredible. Um,
So first off, where do you think the boots were?
Oh man. Were they in desert?
They were in
they
desert.
were in desert.
Oh
How did I miss?
man. Towards the beginning there, I was checking the chests around Meyer, and then I hesitated by desert, and I was like, after getting the ledge item, I was like, oh man, should I go in? Should I not go in? And I decided not to. And the whole time I was thinking, maybe the boots were in there the whole time. Wow.
That's where they were in the cannonball room. Not that it mattered. Not taking anything away from your incredible run. There was a small region of fans that really wanted to see the boots be the big key in Ganon Tower be on the torch.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was praying for. I'm like, as I'm going into Ganon, I'm like, please not the bonky, please not the bonky, please not the bonky. And thankfully it wasn't.
Thankfully it wasn't.
There was a couple chests after you had Ether and you were in Go mode, except for like maybe boots. You did like hammer pegs and purple chest and like. Did you not realize you were in Go mode, or was that a choice to check those things?
I did not realize it. I was like,
Ah.
well, I still better keep checking chests. I don't have boots yet. And then I realized that right towards the end, as I was going towards Bombos, I'm like, wait a second. I do have everything I need.
Yeah, you didn't have to do the Ice Rod. Turtle Rock was a pendant dungeon, so you knew you didn't need Ice Rod. Like, oh.
Yeah, I knew that much, and I was like, wait a second. I have Ether now, because that was in Thieves Town, so I'm all right. I can do this.
Yeah, Ether actually the thing that tripped up your opponent. Only very recently has he gone into Thieves Town to pick that up. So he's got 5 crystals now, working on Meyer, and he is in Go mode at this point.
Yep.
How early did he get the boots?
He checked it. He checked it when he had Mirror, when he finally went to the Swamp of Evil. Once he actually finally checked it. He checked there later than you did, the Swamp of Evil, to get the hook shot. But in that same check, he went to Desert, and that found it.
Okay, so he decided to make that choice there.
Yep. It would have been a payoff, a really good payoff, if he ended up going to Thieves Town as early as you did, though.
Yeah, I've been like, okay, I'm just gonna pop in, check the first 4 chests, because especially when I'm like missing a key item that I know I need, it's like it doesn't waste much time. Plus, more often than not, I seem to find something in there, so I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I actually usually like doing all of Thieves Town, like even if it's pendant dungeon. I think there's just enough value most of the time to warrant searching through it. But that's my playstyle. It can cost races. It had a race earlier today where it was lost because Green Linen Shirt didn't win in the Thieves Town and Christos didn't. Like the time difference was all that was pretty much.
Yep, you never know with the randomizer, but the 4 chest strat worked out for you.
Paid off big.
124.22 is or 24, I guess, is your official time.
Sub 3-minute menu time.
Ooh,
Impressive.
Nice.
0 bonks, we did it.
0
We did.
bonks. Yeah, we didn't even have to ask chat to guess. We asked them to guess where the big key was going to be, and we saw a lot of 3s. We saw a lot of 3s.
They're betting against me, and I would have been really screwed if that happens.
Yeah, we were all like collectively wondering, like, I wonder what the reactions are going to be. Like, how is he going to react to seeing that?
Yeah. And even if it wasn't, like, will we see an audible, like, some kind of representation of like a sigh of relief as you walked through that room? And I guess you're just holding the D-pad, but I'm sure that was a critical moment for you.
Oh yeah, that was definitely there. That's for sure.
124.22, I believe, is the 3rd fastest time of the tournament, maybe 2nd.
Maybe second. I don't actually remember.
I'm gonna go ahead and look this up because I did the research. Wait, 22? Is that what you? Oh no, you are behind the second best time by 2 seconds.
Oh
And
no.
your timer is 2 seconds ahead of your dot done. If you had hit the dot done instead of the split, you would have been tied. Oh no.
That's just the race bot lag. I hit
Yeah,
both
race
at the
bot.
exact same time.
Yeah, race bot lag
Oh.
is the thing. I usually do both at the
Okay.
same time.
All right. Well,
Race bot's stupid.
Then 2 seconds away from Jet on a Jet seed.
I'll take the blame for that one. I checked a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have.
Yep,
That's true.
That one loop around with the purple chest and the smiths and all that. But I mean, you can't you look at the time and you can't say anything other than great job.
Yeah, I was surprised myself. I was like counting up the crystals, like, wait a second, I only got like a couple left here, and these dungeons are pretty fast actually. This time actually might be sub 130.
Yeah, you kill it. Absolutely killed it. No
So
boots required.
You and PHatHome, and for that matter, Jackamus and Gordon, all 4 people. Oh, these are this is the first match of the group. Now that I've taken a better look at it. So it's got to feel good to start off with the big W. How do you feel about?
Quite the big W.
Yeah, it's a
statement W.
It's a fearsome W that will strike fear into the hearts of Jackamus and Gordon. Actually, are the other 2 people in your group. How are you feeling about upcoming races against those guys?
I feel pretty good. Obviously, anything can happen in Randomizer, and I've been known to. This seed worked out so well for me, but I've been known to make some pretty bad choices on where to go. So anything could happen.
All right, it sounds good. Congratulations once again on a fantastic time. Thank you for the interview, and best of luck later on in the tournament.
Sure thing, guys. Thanks for commentating.
Pleasure.
It really was. Maybe too much of a pleasure. I don't know.
I certainly had fun.
I had too much fun.
Thanks for having me as a commentator. Easy bomb jump every time. First try.
That's right. PHatHome is not done. And I've been managing the schedule all day, and I still can't. Yeah, this is the last thing happening tonight on this channel and our related channels. So there's no reason not to follow PHatHome on his Crystal Crusade, as Andy said earlier, and I like it.
Good Crystal Crusade.
Oh, right. I can switch to Fat's audio.
Oh, you have the control? You had the car keys?
The magic touch. Boom, there it is.
I don't have the audio. How do you...
Wait, was it? Don't tell me it was echoing the whole time.
No, I have not heard anything. I have had no audio. I've been listening to nothing.
Yeah, well, no, that's the case. But the mainstream, if EvilAsh had Discord audio going through his stream, then they would have been hearing double, and I would have felt really stupid. But it looks like that was not the case, so thank God for that. PHatHome's audio should be there. He's going into this cold stare fight. Hammer out to hit this peg, but what's he going to switch to after?
Is he going to do the Bombo swag, or is he going to pull out the fire rod? He's pulling out the Bombos. We going to get some explosions.
La Bombos. Game audio only. EvilAsh has got my back. Yeah. See, some people say that, but it's just because the only thing coming out of their desktop is the game until they fire up Discord. EvilAsh has settings.
PHatHome bringing out his Pyromaniac side, using the fire rod an awful lot against these poor puffballs.
Yeah, fire rod does a ton of damage to cold stare. Normally, you don't really have the magic to use it, but if you've got Bombos or some sort of magic upgrade, fire rod becomes an option, and it's a hell of a lot safer than trying to corral them and chase them around.
Alright, that is crystal number 7 for PHatHome. He is actually going to have a pretty solid time too, all things considered, considering the amount of time he spent looking for ether.
That's very true. The fastest wins lose. I finally found the combination of words that make the sentence I wanted to say. 132, 3, something like that. And yeah, it was just like 2 minutes behind a 131, I believe it was. So he's not going to get that record, but this is still a very, very fast time to be a loss.
PHatHome's struggling to get his spin speed. Hook dashing is hard. I mean, cabbages are impossible.
I think it's more hard to...
He's quaking, dude.
Get out of the way. Doesn't want to deal with these guys. Oh my god.
Get him good, dude.
I'm gonna confess, I didn't know that's what happens when you quake those guys.
To be honest, I forgot the interactions too. I
don't
can't
even
remember
know what that
they
was.
It was Quake.
No, I know that was Quake, but what
Oh,
did they turn into? It was just like
like some kind of blobs. I don't know.
floppy bag or like a rotten lemon that started to decay and was all
They
gross.
turned into like a blob that's not unlike other blob type enemies.
Did he have like green hair or something?
Yeah, they do. I don't know what they're called. I can look. You know, I'm gonna look up the lore. I'm gonna see what I can find the names of.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna hold it down on commentary. He's gonna be bonking into these rocks to get this fairy. The fairy's gone. Fairy's out. Gonna get squirrel blocked. Sorry, no fairy for you, fat homie. He wants it. He's gonna go back into
They're
the
just
cave.
straight up called slimes.
that is the most boring. All right.
Legitimately
Slimes it
called
is.
slimes. Certain enemies turn into slimes when you powder them as well.
Yeah, he just did that. Bam. Turn that squirrel into slime. Powder. Oh my god, the hitbox on the powder, please. All right. Finally gets him out of the way. Now there's nothing stopping it. Wow.
He's ethering him for that insult to injury. He is really showing that guy what for. Now he's frozen and he's getting hammered. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Brutal,
the violence.
savage, wrecked.
No, he's shaking a green potion. To
He
bottle
wants
it.
to- wants to catch it, but he let it go. He could have
It's
picked it
running.
up and refilled his heart. Get it. Yeah.
Get it. Yeah. That guy got destroyed. I mean, he deserved it. Like, his existence is nothing but being total jerk.
So he could have refilled those 5 hearts that he's missing by going for another fairy, but I think he's had his fill of this
Definitely
area.
most of the spell. He is definitely going to visit his boy Aghanim in his house. In Ganon's house. It's actually Ganon's house, but Aghanim is going to be in Ganon's house because he's a squatter.
Well, if you would listen to the lore, sometimes Ganon says, "You defeated my other self." Aghanim,
He does say
twice.
that. He does say that, but no one really knows for sure because I think in the Japanese version it says something kind of different, slightly. That's the English translation, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that can get kind of misty in translation, where like in Japanese there's a word for the alter ego that doesn't really exist in English, and so they translate it. Yeah, I can see the potential for a mix-up there. Either way, it's his name is on the tower, Ganon's tower. It doesn't say Aghanim's tower. Aghanim's just house sitting, I guess. It's like Bob the Fairy needs his food every day at 9 and 5. And I'm going on a trip to the Promised Land to steal the Triforce, so Aghanim, it'd help a lot if you could feed Bob for me. He's gonna be happy when he sees this big key.
It's early, big key. Maybe it was Aghanim's house before the divorce. That's a good point. Maybe it was.
It's pretty hard to bargain with Ganon over the the settlement proceedings. Probably when the King of Darkness is sitting across from you at the table and he says, "I want the tower," like, you kind of gotta just give it to him.
Making his way upstairs. I'm thinking this is going to be a sub 150 seed. It's going to be close, maybe. Maybe a little bit over 150.
Here's the one thing that the mirror shield would help when you're point blank in front of these mimics. You can just arrow them down.
Too bad we left it on Lake Hylia.
Yeah, so trading some hits down to 5.5. He does have that fairy that he worked so hard for. And I think he would much rather not use it and get to the refill room coming up rather shortly. Down to 3.5.
He's got a fairy, he'll be fine. Also, I think he still has a red potion, too. I don't remember if he looted that bottle or not. Or drank it, for that matter. He's going to visit. He's going to visit. Taking a visit to the nice refill room. We getting some healthy.
Fat homie talking with his opponent a little bit. about the race before the race is over. Fat homie. That's okay. You get time while Link's on these stairs and while he's
getting
casting
some bombos.
bombos.
We blowing up
Yeah.
this gauntlet. This gauntlet's getting exploded.
Oh, he's mixing it up.
Mixing it up because Ether kills these Stalfos in one hit. He's gonna switch back to Bomb Boost to blow these nerds up, or is he gonna go to Quake? Oh, he's actually using his sword, giving him.
And getting punished by this guy who went over to the back corner. Beamos blocking the way, does get the kill.
He's killing him with butter. Oh, he's blowing up this room too. In case you didn't get enough of it, he's blowing up this room too. Alright, we go into the land moves. How is he gonna handle it? Is he gonna use the Silver Hammer single shot kills? He's got one! He's got two! He's missed the third! It's over! The one cycle is dead! Oh, well, he missed this 2 cycle too.
Butter Sword gonna make sure he gets the 3 cycle cleanup. Putting some arrows in the wall and just some minor redecorating.
My next match is unknown until the brackets start, because I'm already done on 1 group stages.
Yeah, about that, the schedule's looking a little light for the next couple of weeks. You guys and your match scheduling, you guys front-loaded that stuff pretty good.
We definitely front-loaded the heck out of it.
Alright, they're still in a T formation. Go for that triple. Oh, just a little bit too much.
Variables are hard.
Yeah.
Variables are hard to work with.
Got the boots here. Look how easy it is.
Tell you this room is with boots. EvilAsh having to struggle through this room. He was on the struggle bus.
Quarter magic, doesn't need to worry about using the lantern on these things.
I usually use the lantern on it because it's what I learned how to do when I learned energy. My perfect Sunday, hanging out with my buds, watching A Link to the Past Randomizer tournament, and commentating with my good friend Mythical 9.
Wow. I'm honored. Mine would probably be like, with the hottest girl in the world on the biggest pile of money, just yucking it up. But
Also hanging out with my girlfriend too. But
you went for the from the heart. Fairy gets it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be advancing into the brackets. I don't know about seeding as far as that. Who knows?
There's been a lot of questions about seeding. I know average time is going to be a factor, for sure. I'm sure that everyone is aware that the average time of completion varies heavily with the seed, and how that can be the not best thing to determine who gets seeded where.
Validated. Also, that mini Helmosaur ran into a spike and died. Mini Helmosaur.
Nice job. Maybe the times will be like weighted somehow. I'm not sure. I won't make any promises about that. But tournament organizers are aware.
I just played video games. That's what I did.
You did good.
Opening the chest only validates the run because that's what the chat demands.
Yeah.
I've been disqualified from every one of my races.
Never open that chest.
I don't open the chest because I always feel like I'm behind. Well, not necessarily behind, but you never know. I might actually be behind him one of these days, and I'm going to open that chest and lose a race because of it. And I'll be like, oh, you gotta be kidding. How did I lose?
Yeah, then the chest gets named after you, and you're like, God damn it, I don't...
That would be terrible.
He's doing the,
Bug nets.
He was trying to do like a net dash there. He was charging up the boots.
Net dash is a very goofy thing. You can do it. It doesn't really work the way you want it to, but you most certainly can net dash. You can every item dash. The only ones that are really useful are hammer dash and sometimes fire rod dash if you're really trying to save some frames.
I wish the shovel dash.
Hook
was a
dashing
thing.
is really useful too.
Yes, that's part of the Argus quick kill, right?
Yes. Good old hook dash. Dashing is strong. Hook dashing also puts you in speed state. So.
Oh man, could you imagine if Net Dash had Link spinning the whole time?
That would be godlike. Alright, we looking at Ganon.
Staring him down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 6. Butter Sword.
Butter
Doing
Sword
it.
too strong. Butter Sword
keep
is so
wailing on
strong. It takes only 6 hits to advance each phase in Ganon, but you still have to advance. You still have to witness one phase at least once a piece, no matter how many times you hit him with your cholesterol blade.
That's a new one. I like it.
Again, heard from another commentator. I'm stealing so much commentator lines.
The margarine machete.
The margarine machete is pretty good. I don't think I've heard that one.
That's mine. That's straight off the dome. You couldn't tell that was that sort of ace material. I guess it's hard to say.
Did you find the arrows in the light world?
You sure did. Check it out. Let me show them to you.
After we missed the torch glitch?
Oh, that's a shame. Both torch glitches missed here. If this is your first Link to the Past speedrun experience, torch glitches when you light the left torch before the right one goes out. It makes the right one never go out. Well, not never, but you get tons of time to...
It never goes out.
Never? Never, never?
Never. At least, as far as I know, never. My fights have never lasted that long, and I have done Master Sword kills without silvers before, and the fight takes a long time if you do that. So I'm pretty sure never.
Someone was saying that like if you leave the left one unlit for too long, the right one will go out.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Get double? No, almost.
Not quite the double. I've already got the dot done in my chat. I'm not looking at the time yet, though.
Final hit there. Switching to Powder. What's he got planned for us? He's obviously a bit of a showman. When he knows the race is over, he's gonna have some fun.
The 120, the hour 24, it was a combination of pretty easy seed and good route. PHatHome didn't make the same gamble EvilAsh did, and it was definitely both.
Yeah, EvilAsh also just good at the game. Good movement. Boss kills were all on point.
The official time is 1:50. PHatHome says he would like to come in for an interview, so we get to hang out with her butt PHatHome.
Yeah, we can do that.
You dot done when you go through the door. Like as soon as the screen transition starts, after you kill Ganon, after you leave through the door, that's when you would dot done.
Game on after this. Unfortunately, this is the last run for tonight.
He's in the waiting room.
Sorry for the loud keyboard sounds.
Hello, Mr. PHatHome.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
How do you feel about this race? You didn't quite win, but I'm sure you had fun with it. We saw you were having fun with it.
Oh yeah, once he finished, I knew I could goof around a little bit.
Well, what do you think was the turning point? Like, I obviously don't know what EvilAsh did, but
He didn't have the boots? Oh my.
yeah, he didn't have the boots, but he did have ether long before you did.
Yeah, you know how disappointed I was when I found out it was the first chest in
Yeah,
Thieves Town?
he dipped into Thieves Town, grabbed that ether, only opened the first 4 chests, went outside, got Fire Rod, and then it was go move from there.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be somewhere pretty accessible, but I just have to go through the crystal dungeons, and then I figured after Skullwoods, I just jump into Turtle Rock or Thieves Town.
It's the nature of the game. Sometimes you get rewarded for checking things, sometimes you don't.
I'm so happy I didn't have to do Turtle Rock.
It's a good
Did
feeling.
not have to find the ice rod. I didn't have to search Ice Palace.
It's always a good feeling.
Dude, I hope you guys enjoyed my fiasco at Hera.
At the Bonk Rocks. Yeah, that was a pleasure. I did not know about the interaction between Quake and the
Quake and Magic Powder.
squirrels. Yeah, magic powder, and then the
Dude,
combo.
I got so mad at that one. I
You sure
froze
did.
him
You
and then
sure
hammered
did.
him.
You destroyed that guy.
Instead of resetting the room, no.
Yeah, just vengeance.
Dirty,
Cold hard
dirty vengeance.
You
That
piled
was,
on.
so the ether obviously tripped you up. Has this changed your opinion on grabbing 4 chests from Thieves Town? Are you gonna think maybe you're gonna go lean that way a little more often now, or is it just it happens sometimes?
Someday I will actually check Thieves Town. When I want to, instead of saving it for whenever. It's something I always do, and it always bites me somehow.
Well, hopefully you've learned your lesson.
Nope.
Still have other races in your group still. I mean, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what you learn, and we'll see how things
We'll-
pan out.
We'll see 2 more just as bad runs with worse seeds.
I mean, sub 2 is not a bad run by any stretch.
This seed was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good seed.
It was pretty generous.
Yeah, that.
Silvers and gold for me.
Yep. Pretty good stuff.
The early red mail.
Oh yeah.
Early red mail,
That helps.
tons of hearts in the early game. Tons of
Oh, yeah.
them.
I'm surprised I didn't get more hearts later on. Like, I only had, 13?
Something like that. Yeah, they were pretty front loaded.
Probably mostly in Ganon Tower or something.
Yeah, no, both you were in and out again in this tower.
Oh
so-
yeah. 4 chests out of here.
we were. There was a small contingent of us that were
A
really
large
hoping-
contingent.
a large contingent of us are really hoping that the torch had the big gain. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
the one
cruel.
in 22. The one in 22. Sorry, you Flash. I know you're in the chat, but it would have been.
Oh my.
I would have felt so bad. At the same time, I would have probably laughed. It was like-
You guys are so mean.
I said it would be the ultimate debating, like the ultimate debated.
It'd be the only way I could catch up.
It was definitely the only way you were going to catch up, but it would have been so like I don't even know how I would feel if it happened to me. Like that's how crazy it scares me.
You might just like walk right by it, like unable to process the fact that it actually was there. Your brain just can't accept that that's just happened to you, and so you just check the other 21 locations. And who knows? We didn't get to find out. Fortunately / unfortunately. First race in your group. How you
Yep.
feeling about some of your other ones coming up? You got Jackamus, Gordon.
I'm just as nervous about them.
The nerves, they get a
Dude.
little better with each race, but they never go away. do they?
You would think so, but they're gonna be just as bad.
How are you gonna prepare for your next races? And also, do you have a next race planned yet?
I don't have a next race planned yet, but probably in the next week will probably be my next one. Probably try and get the next 2 scheduled.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed Fat Homie's creative gameplay up on Death Mountain, and if you just want to cheer him on, you can go to that link there, post it in chat, and keep an eye out for when his match is scheduled there.
Same with EvilAsh. EvilAsh. You know,
And maybe-
obviously, want to see good things from him too.
Maybe you want to follow those runners as well. Those are those links in the
Yeah.
chat if you want them. There they are.
Follow EvilAsh, don't follow me. There you go.
There you go. Perfect. Let's see how many bonks you had, Fat Homie.
Oh,
It's going to be more than EvilAsh.
oh
Three
yeah.
more than
Dude,
EvilAsh.
do you guys know how much I bonked during boss fights?
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
All right. I was expecting
Don't spoil
more,
it.
but-
Shh.
Don't spoil. We don't see it. We have stream delay.
No, I'm not saying it.
Don't say it.
He doesn't want to say it.
Say it.
The important stuff. Here it comes.
Congrats, EvilAsh, on the tied 0 bonk world record.
You're a bonk world record.
Probably the fastest 0 bonk.
There it is.
37.
Yeah.
I have when my second race I was a 136. I had like 45 bonks.
I don't
Bonk a lot
bonk
of
that much, but when I do, it's embarrassing.
I'm pretty bad about bonking most of the time.
Oh, menu time 5:31.
For shame.
Something to work on.
You should see my other races. It's higher, so that's an improvement.
All right. Well, yeah. We need that context. Changed my mind. Congratulations on your fantastic menu time. Menu time is hard. Like, and it's boring.
It is.
You don't want to. It's such a boring skill to learn, right?
Especially if you get weird items
Ugh,
in weird placements. You just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Thankfully, it's one of those things that just kind of comes to you over time.
Oh, yeah.
So, I look forward to seeing more of your races. Congratulations on a good run. Didn't get the win, but it was fun to watch for certainly, if nothing else. Thanks for the interview.
No problem. If anything, I'm glad I made it entertaining at the end.
Thanks again.
No problem.
Good luck.
Oh yeah.
You'll be fine. You got through the initial stage fright, so I mean, the rest of the runs are going to be easy.
Yeah, that's how that works. All right.
I'll do my best. There we go.
All right.
So that was the final race for tonight. Not of the tournament, not by a long shot. There are so many more matches coming up, but not tonight. I guess we should raid someone.
We should probably raid someone. We should also probably let people know when races are tomorrow. I think there's races tomorrow, isn't there?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna. I'm going. Just you got to get the raid target in mind so that when you're done with the
you
wrap-up,
think of the raid target. I'm gonna read off the races tomorrow.
Do it.
Tomorrow, Monday, 4:10 at 6 p.m. We have the OK Guy versus Dan show. Is that Central? It says Central, so it's actually Central. So it's probably
You're nailing it.
I don't know if it's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock anymore. I'm confused, but
It's 6 p.m. Eastern.
why does the schedule say Central at the time zone then?
It's 5 o'clock Central because 17 minus 12 is 5.
Okay, it is. Okay, you're right. Match time Eastern. Okay, I'm an idiot. All right. So I'm an idiot. It is 6 o'clock Eastern time on Monday. At 7 p.m., we got Fountain versus Tripscorp. Another interesting race. And then at 9:30, we have Zero Rush versus Dodecahedron.
Yeah, the master of Mario
The
is
master
branching
of
out into the other main Nintendo area of dominance, and he's doing all right. If you want to see a player who's amazingly skilled at one game start to learn another, definitely check out that race.
And that's actually all that's on the schedule. We really did front load this tournament.
Yeah, I was.
We front loaded the heck
kidding.
out of this tournament.
And I think there's not any Ori or Mega Man or X2 coming up that day either. So that is your speed gaming content for tomorrow. But honest, it's a Monday. It's a weekday. It's not the long weekend.
I also respect that Christos and Greenland Shirt submitted their schedule race. They submitted it under Eastern Palace time zone.
They sure did. I thought that was pretty good.
It's cute.
So thanks so much, Andy,
Have you
for
figured out your raid
handling Yeah, I have actually.
Cool.
But at first, I was going to thank you for reading off the things. And
thanks
also
for having me. And thanks for inviting me to commentate. I had a lot of fun.
I had more fun than you. So
Presumably.
there. Yeah, fantastic work. Good job in the tournament. Looking forward to seeing you move on.
Alright, cool. So who are we reading?
We are going to go check out some Final Fantasy. I know, it's an RPG, all right, but technically Zelda's kind of like an action adventure. It's pretty close. But yeah, we're RPG Limit Break is doing something pretty cool. Final Fantasy series Relay. They have been live for 19 hours and 42 minutes.
Only 19 hours? It felt like forever, dude.
Well, they're still going. So
19
that's
hours.
where we're going to go.
Their timer says 61 hours and 47 minutes.
Oh, wow. So you know why? You know what that is? After
It's them
48
starting-
hours, the Twitch forces you to drop your stream so that it can archive the 48-hour chunk. So that's the 61 minus the 48. There's no audio because this is the end of the match. Actually, it should be playing the ending music.
Wow, he's not playing the ending music.
I clicked it. I clicked the button.
Wow, this guy clicked the button.
So what I can do is put this link in chat a whole bunch of times. I want you guys to go over there, check out Final Fantasy. It might be wrapping up at this point. There's only so many of them.
They're only 5 hours into 13. There's still plenty more to go.
Yeah. So settle in. I think it's a perfect thing.
Actually, someone's 30 minutes into 32. Yeah, we still got plenty. Sorry.
Sunday night. Plus, if you've got work tomorrow, then you need to fall asleep, right? So
I do have work tomorrow.
A good old-fashioned RPG is the kind of comfy, cozy stream you want for a Sunday night. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us here on Speed Gaming. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Like we said, if you don't know what Eastern time zone means to you, it is in 19 hours. Pretty sure. Yeah, 19 hours. Now you have to do the math to figure out what that means to you. That's your homework. Come back at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you then. Good night.
Bye.